We went from Jamaica.
We're officially started. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Will Rogers, the friendliest club in District 61. Stand as you are able for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to everybody. I have my words of inspiration are from Winston Churchill today. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Way to go, Winston. Okay, I don't think we have, well, we do. Briefly, we have a visitor with Kitty Morel.
Briefly.
We will be voting on her membership in a little bit, so then she won't be a visitor. We still have, we'll introduce Kathy later. She is a visiting Rotarian from prior, but she is also our keynote speaker. We have one more birthday in August, and that's Nikki Dennis, and she just comes to the evening meeting, so her birthday was the 27th, not yet. What day is today?
26.
Tomorrow's Nikki's birthday. Do we have any anniversaries? Okay, no anniversaries. Okay, reports from committees. I'm gonna go ahead and let's do a membership vote. We're gonna ask Kitty to step out for a minute.
Oh, Kitty, you have her lunch, Kitty. Let's see.
Yeah. You need to be fast so her lunch doesn't get cold. Yeah, you can vote, Peter. I've known Kitty for a long time, and I was so excited when she wanted to join. And she lives next door to, I don't know how many of you know, Don Dendos. And he is a past district governor and was trying to recruit her to his club, but I ran into Don and said, I got her. So anyway, all in favor of accepting Kitty into membership to the club, please raise your hand.
Aye.
Great, thank you. I'm calling that unanimous. Oh, Kendall, can you tell Kitty that she can come back in? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I guess we are going to, it was unanimous, Kitty. Thank you.
Thanks for the broccoli.
Especially the part about Don and
I told them about Dawn trying to get to.
Good choice.
So isn't Don a member of Southside?
He's a member. Yes,
Is it Southside?
It's
So,
Southside, yeah.
so now we've got two.
From Southside.
Oh, that's right, we got Sean from Southside too.
So,
Our assistant governor may not be happy with us.
Well, that's okay.
that's so sad.
I am passing around a sign-up sheet. Peter, if you can come, maybe in Patty too,
I'll be traveling.
on September, the week from today.
Yeah, I'll be traveling Thursday to next week sometime.
Okay, all right. If anybody else hasn't signed it, go ahead and please do that.
And you know, my daughter just got a job at that place, my granddaughter. Is that right? At that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Avery.
Avery, okay. So that was the social, which is a week from tonight.
Oh, okay.
Our other newest member, Sean Wells, signed up to sponsor our webpage. And so he is, he's with the veterinary medical services or supplies. And he put, he sent his logo already and everything, and so that's just great. We've got We're gonna have at least 4 sponsors. Jeff is a sponsor for the Chow House and Southwood, and Mark is going to, even though I spelled Chenoweth wrong, he will have it correct on his logo, I'm assuming. So thank you that. Okay, and we have 1 more week. Anybody with the Pampered Chef?
Man, we are so far behind.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like a total? So Sunrise is at $2,529.90 in sales, which is a $758.98 donation. We are at $1,247.10, which is $374.12 in donation, which is $374.12 that we didn't have, so.
I know, and Kevin and I haven't turned in
But
our
this
order.
is your last chance to order. I do have the catalog, if anybody wants to look at it. But don't order from this, website here. Go to our website, click on the link to order. So
And
we
I've,
can-
I've put it every week in the email that I've sent out to you guys. So that goes right to it, that you can order off of it. Okay, it's Susie's turn, parliamentarian.
I have no jokes. I wanted to tell about Pampered Chef. Yay. But I am happy that Kathy's here, but I'm not putting $1 in for that. But I wanted to say that between August 13th and August 20th, which was a week, I had 9 different flights, and all of them were on time.
Oh my gosh.
It's a miracle, that's right.
Holy, were they all with the same airline?
Mhm.
Which one?
Southwest.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 in a week.
It's time to collect the money.
Yes?
Okay.
What are you happy for, Hannah?
I'm happy
Kathy?
to be here, and I'm happy I get to escape the country for a while on Monday, because I need a break. And I hope that whoever takes care of this money I'm putting in, these are all Where's George dollars, currency tracking, it's free to log in and do it. So I hope someone logs those in, so the person that started those, they get an email, I'll get an email, every time they're logged in and registered at whatever location they're in.
Okay, so I can tell Kim, but we
Yeah.
need to get that website.
Yeah.
Where's
Where's
George?
George?
Treasure.
Where'sgeorge.com, it's on the bills.
Where'sgeorge.com, okay.
It's fun, it's ones, 10, any
That is
denomination.
really fun.
Every now and then I get an email that says, okay,
Wow.
$1 or Bill, you logged in. Click on the link and it shows the map and where it's been.
Jeff is happy.
It's fun.
So we are on the last week, it's an anniversary for the BRAC as well. We're at the last week of celebrating our 30th anniversary at
Oh, all right. Kathy, he owns the Chow House.
Oh,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you for everybody's support of Wild Brew and Gladstone.
All right, what's your name again?
Adam. So,
Oh, she's
I'm
giving
putting
us.
in Malaysian dollars because I haven't my American dollars in my purse yet, but I'll replace those later.
Yeah, where's $10?
That's for having a wonderful trip, and I appreciate y'all letting me be gone for a month, but,
It was 5 weeks.
But who's counting?
They were counting.
back.
That was
Anyway,
there.
and because I didn't get to go to any Rotary thing, but I connected with a Rotarian in Penang, and she is interested in our clubs getting to know each other.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Their
cool.
club,
Great.
their
Yeah.
club has 15 members who are under 40. They meet 2 Fridays in the month, and then 2 Sundays they play pickleball.
Oh my goodness, okay, they're under 40.
Anyway,
We
All
haven't
right,
suggested
yay,
that.
we're so glad you're back. Stan, what are you happy about?
It's OU game week.
Ah.
All right, anybody else happy?
Which sport?
Yeah, which sport?
No, that's KU where you ask which sport all the time.
All right, Thanks, everybody.
Well, and thank you, Susie, and we now have a little deposit slip here when she added all up
Yeah.
for, Kim. Bless her heart, she was getting money for this and money for that and all this stuff, so we
Yeah,
fill out a
that's
deposit
nice.
slip for her. So, okay, well, Susie, you're up next, because
No
she
rest
is,
for the weekend.
Susie is going to introduce our speaker. And we all know Susie, and she is just back from on the road and all those
On the
rides.
road, man, yeah.
Holy crap.
It was so fun. All right. Well, Kathy, we're glad you're here. Is a 27-year member of the Rotary Club of Pryor. And she also was our district governor in 2022 and 23. She also was the district grants chair in 24 and 25. So she and I had a few back and forth as we tried to solidify our grant to the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. Currently, she is the District Foundation Chair, the Visioning Chair, and she is her club's treasurer. What I want to know, Kathy, is did anyone draw the Joker yet? Then your pot is up to over $2,000, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Do
And
you
there's-
carry that around with you?
No.
So if someone wins, you can hand them the money,
Well,
or?
half the winnings are there. Yes, there's 10 cards left in the deck.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, I think-
But
Okay.
they voted to wait till I get back from my trip to continue it.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, Patty, we didn't vote for you. I think we had $28, so. We're over 100 now.
Yeah. So Kathy's a multiple Paul Harris Fellow, a major donor, a Bequest Society member, and 2014 graduate of the District Leadership Academy. She's a geologist and an educator, and besides rocks and teaching, she enjoys gardening, hiking, reading, and traveling. And she has attended 11 Rotary International conventions. So without further ado, Cathy Webster.
There we go. Thank you so much, Cindy. Try and keep track of time so I don't keep you here past your nap time. Oh, I'm old enough to consider nap times when I can get them, so. Thank you so much for having me here today. Of course, being the foundation chair, I have a responsibility to spread the wonderful news about our Rotary Foundation. Notice I use that word our. I didn't use the word the, even though it's respectable and earns the word the in front of it. But it is our foundation. New members even have ownership. It's something that Rotarians through years and years have built, and it belongs to Rotarians. So I just want you to keep that in mind. The foundation was started to help make a significant impact in the lives of others throughout the world. You can read about the history of it and Arch Clump and all that, but let me take you through a walk through our foundation doors. So what do I mean by that? Even as you're eating and all that, imagine you're walking into this building. It's a very large building from the outside, and you see these huge 2-story doors. And you were drawn to it. You were told you have to walk through, so you push the doors open. And you walk inside. Can you picture yourself doing that? You walk inside, and all of a sudden, it's kind of magical. You start looking all around, and you're gonna see over in this corner, midwives in rural community in Mexico City that have been trained on how to save the lives of mothers and their babies. And then you turn around a little bit and you see behind you a little bit Guatemala teachers that are being trained in literacy skills so their students can benefit from that and empower them to do better in their lives and build up the economy of their community. But then you look over here to the left and what are you going to see? Oh, maybe a small village in Uganda where there's over 400 students and teachers enjoying full classrooms because they have segregated restrooms and clean potable water. That means everyone, even the girls especially, can stay in school and become educated. So that's one of the items to look at. And then you look a little bit back to your far left over here. You're in India now, and you're seeing farmers harvesting their crops because a global grant has trained them on sustainable water conservation projects. So where it was drought prone, they've learned how to still grow crops and be able to harvest them, lift them up and their community and their families. Pretty awesome. We're back in Mexico again, and it's like you see parents lovingly cradling their babies that have had cleft palate surgery. You know how impactful that is. Communities like that, where those children will be able to thrive, eat properly, speak properly, breathe properly. It impacts not only the child's life, but the whole family. So are you seeing that? Can you picture it? Good, good. And then we come back to our district. We had Ty Rosso, a global scholar who went on to get educated at the University of Cambridge, supported him in his efforts, and he studied economy and international development. So his mission to go out in life and study economies of different areas that aren't thriving and say, how can we develop a plan and help them implement this plan to build up their economy, to build up the people and the residents. Pretty awesome. He's hard at work doing that. And more recently, our district signed off on a grant to support a mobile mammography machine in rural areas of Louisiana, where health care centers are non-existent and a high incidence of breast cancer in those communities. And so that mobile mammography unit can go around and help diagnose and make sure and get these women to the care that they need so they can recover from that. So those are just a few of the things that our foundation works on, not just all over in the world, but in our own United States, in our own state. So your generous contributions to the foundation, and I mean generous, it doesn't matter, 5, 10, 100, or more. I consider any donation to our foundation generous, because that means you're thinking of what that money can do. Even $1 has power. And many of the projects, there's matching funds, whether it's from the World Fund or the Gates Foundation, that can double or triple that dollar. And look at the power that has when you can do that with money. We have these great partnerships throughout the world, and why is our foundation trusted? Why are those partners coming in and say, yes, I want to make that grow, I want to make it happen? Because of our GuideStar rating, what, 17 years now? We're going on 17, the highest rating, because we put almost all of our money where the action is, where it is needed the most. So that's not a trivial thing, that's an awesome thing. So we know we can trust. So even if we just give $1, all the way $1,000 or more, the quest, which I've done in the last year from our legacy campaign, is I have the comfort of knowing that money will be well managed, it will be put to use where it's going to make the most impact, and be sustainable. That's one thing in the last 10 years the Rotary Foundation has said, our grants, whether they're at the district level, global level, or whatever, our grants, where that money goes, they have to have a sustainability attached to them. So if anyone has had an experience writing out a global grant, you have to show your sustainability plan on that project. But that's easy to do because we know we're going to choose good projects that will make the best impact. Okay, so I encourage you, to those who are not already signed up for Rotary Direct, many of you are. Let's see, your club has 9 currently signed up for Rotary Direct. What does that mean? That means you go to the Rotary Foundation, hit donate, and you have an option to make a reoccurring donation. The minimum is $10 per month, but you can do more. I'm signed up in two times in Rotary Direct. One for my annual polio donation, and then again for my quarterly donation to maintain my Polio Society membership. And I can go in and change it anytime I like. I can say, oh, times have got a little hard, a little tight, because I'm going on this great trip, or whatever, and I can change it or update a credit card or whatever I need to do. So it's easy to go in there and keep it updated and make changes you want to. So don't be afraid to do it, but don't jump in and do it yet. Because we will have the matching recognition points campaign this November again. We're gonna do it twice a year. We do it in November, and then we do it again in March. So twice a year to get more Rotary Direct. Those are for new signups or for increases in Rotary Direct signups. So if you're already in there and you increase your amount, we will match with recognition points there too. And what are recognition points, especially for newer members? It's like anytime I make a donation of $100 to the foundation, and I try to promote the annual fund share, because half of that money is what comes back to our district to fund our grants. I get 100 recognition points that goes along with that. And I'm free to use those points however I like. And I want to bring that up. Your club has a lot, the members here, some of you have a lot of recognition points in your account with Rotary International. And it looks like Susie may have those numbers.
It's the form.
Oh, to transfer your points. You can do amazing things with those recognition points. You can make someone who is not a Paul Harris Fellow, a Paul Harris Fellow. They don't have to be a Rotarian. They can be family members. They can be friends that have been your lifelong friends. You want to honor them in a certain way, even though they refuse to become a Rotarian. That's okay. It might be that one thing that gets them to come in. Or it can be an individual in your community that is maybe getting to retire. For instance, in Pryor, we had a well-loved teacher in the arts and the performance arts and things like that. And he was getting ready to retire. He'd been teaching all of his career in Pryor. And they were gonna move to Florida. And they have, and they're happy there and all that. But our club decided that we wanted to honor him, so we made him a Paul Harris Fellow using recognition points. And we had him come to our club and had his family there and made a big to-do about it. And he felt so honored and so pleased with it. He's never forgotten it. I keep in touch with him on Facebook because that was one of the coolest things that happened to him when he announced his retirement, that he was honored that way. So there's a lot of different things you can do to be creative with it. Why do we donate to the foundation? Giving works because Rotary works. That's an easy thing to remember. If you don't give, Rotary can't work. Because the money gets used, whether it's invested in the endowment when you use that interest, or the annual fund, or polio money is used right away with that ongoing battle. Giving works because it's an expression of our love for what we do for others. It's an easy way to express it. And your club truly embraces this with your $224 per capita giving in the last Rotary year. Bravo, I say. That's very, very, very good. I'm just saying.
Where on the pecking order of the district do we fall there?
Well, you're kind of in the middle of the per capita.
So
There's some way overachieving clubs.
so you're saying we're average and ordinary?
No, I'm saying.
Nothing wrong with that.
Never.
The minimum requirement to qualify to even have your district grants looked at is $100 per capita. You're at $224. But you can always make it higher. There's always room for more. But I just wanted to congratulate you on that milestone. And Rotary recognizes donors to express gratitude. And these are the staff members, the Rotary Foundation staff members, the executive committee, everyone on the foundation board. They want to recognize that every Rotarian supporting our foundation needs to be shown gratitude and thankfulness. So imagine every now and then you get something in the mail from them that says thank you. I've been getting some and it's kind of nice. So let's start out with some of that recognition. They're called Paul Harris Fellows. And what is that? That means at $1,000 level to the Rotary Foundation, and we try and encourage annual fund, but also Polio Plus at an approved foundation grant, you can obtain this level. And so today, your club has 17 until today, and I hear that there's another one. You've got 18 now? So, there it is. I have a little box here. And I've been told it's a surprise. So let's see here. Patti, Could you please come up here? Patti Wong. And let's go over here by the flag here. I don't know if you can adjust. Should we
Oh,
go
well,
in
he's
front?
getting the
Okay.
picture.
No, we can do it right here,
So,
perfect.
here you go.
I
Here's
think
your
we should be
certificate.
standing up here, cause
Hey.
you're.
Here's your certificate, and then we have a pen here. But are we on there? I just wanna say, congratulations on obtaining this honor, being number 18 for this club. I think that's wonderful, but that means an investment in humanity through the foundation. So here's your pen. I'm not gonna try and pin it on you, cause I would end up dropping it and roll around, but congratulations, and this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Thank you, sweetie. That's just,
And thank you to Ginny.
because once you reach that first milestone, you can go on, right? You can have multiple Paul Harris fellowships. So I've had a few. Got all these pins and things with all these things on them. But there's, let's see, how many? 12 multiple Paul Harris fellows in this club. So that means each additional increment of $1,000 recognition, that means another Paul Harris fellowship. And they accumulate after a while. You know, when I first became a Rotarian in 1998, I gave what I could. You know, back then, I just did what I could. And then through time, as things got better in our lives and all that, I could increase what I was giving. But still, it took a while. And then about, let's see, it was 9 years ago, I got the surprise notification that I had reached major donor status, which is a $10,000 level. So over time, it accumulated, and it caught me totally by surprise because it was just kind of automatic. And that's what's nice about it. It's automatic, especially if you use Rotary Direct. And so I kept going on, and then I got a notification I got the second level of major donor. So it's ongoing. I'm not gonna stop it. I don't need that recognition, but it tells me, great, I know that with that money, I'm making a difference in the world. And all I did was click, and make that happen. Of course, another way we can make a difference in the world is actually participate in projects, service projects here locally. If we can go on an international service project, and the easiest one for our district, just sign up for that wheelchair mission. Go to Mexico and actually lift a child up or help an adult get into their brand new wheelchair. I guarantee, I've done that 3 times, been on those missions, and I told myself, okay, I'm not gonna cry so much this time. You know, it's tears of happiness and joy. You think, okay, I'm not going to because it's so messy. But you go there and you look at all the family members and the individual that you've helped, and they're all crying with tears of joy. And all of a sudden you start crying with tears of joy. And it's this big, messy, happy thing. But it will stay with you forever. So if you get a chance to go on one of those, please do. Noel Morris is the instigator of signing people up for that. Just contact him and say, what does it take? I'd like to go. Where are you going this next time? He'd be so happy to help you. And he can be found in that TV. I know Susie can help you get a hold of him. But really participating in something like that, you'll never be the same. It's just like going to Ryla and participating at Ryla. You're never the same. Your eyes get open to even more of what Rotary does, especially for our youth. So think about participating in more things like that. Think about how to use your recognition points in a creative way. I mean, really creative. Who would you like to honor? You want to just get your whole family, the Paul Harris Fellows, but that means you have to tell them what it's about, right? Oh my goodness. That means educating them, and they might say, well, what if I actually want to donate real money to the foundation? Okay, I can help you make that happen. And why don't you think about maybe finding a Rotary Club that fits you? You know, these conversations tend to snowball into effect, so just give it a try. So Paul Harris Society, I believe you have 4 Paul Harris Society members in this club currently. What does that mean? It means all of those and myself have made a commitment to make at least a $1,000 donation every year to the Rotary Annual Fund Share or Rotary Foundation and the avenues that qualify for that. And it's no big deal. I have it on automatic in Rotary Direct. I get a receipt on email that says, thank you so much for your donation. And I have those receipts, I can give them to the tax man if he wants to see. And it's nice. Those are the only little reminders I get. Annually, I'll get a thank you card from Rotary International. It's pretty cool. So when I get those emails, I go, oh yeah. I think about the amount of money, and especially being involved in the foundation and reading through all the global grants and district grants. It's like, wow, this money is working. This money is making an impact. It's making a difference. So think about it. Getting in there, becoming a Paul Harris Society member. We have Michelle Gann in our district. It doesn't happen automatically. You think, okay, I'm giving $1,000 already. Fine. But it's not automatic that you're in the society. Contact Michelle Gann, who is our Paul Harris Society chair, and she'll make sure you get signed up to become an official member of the society. It's kind of cool. So be sure to do that. Okay. Let's see here. I did bring something, didn't I? This thing. I didn't know if any of you noticed it. Sitting here. This was a gift from one of my colleagues at the zone level when we both retired from our zone positions. It's a peace pole. It's a mini peace pole. You see the big one in parks and some locations in the world. And at Rotary International Convention, they had a peace park and of course a peace pole where you could have your picture taken with it and all that. But when this arrived, I just thought, of course, I got a little tearful. I go, I know what this means. It means Rotary's investment in spreading peace throughout the world, especially in areas of conflict. This means supporting our peace scholars in the 7 peace universities throughout the world. And so that investment, I know what it meant. And so that straight to my heart, once again, well, my heart's getting built up here. But this has, you know, may peace prevail on earth, joy, hope, love, and peace. In different languages, even the American Sign Language here. And there's Cherokee, which is pretty cool. Cherokee. So it's in different languages. That means all over the world, peace throughout the world. So that's what this is about. And our foundation supports peace, where these young individuals that go to these universities learn diplomacy, the skills that it takes for conflict resolution, and then they go out and their areas of focus and work to train others in communities in areas of conflict and economic difficulties. Because if the economy is suffering, if the people are suffering, there's going to be conflict. There's not going to be peace. And so their various projects, they go out in the world and embed themselves in these areas and do what they've been trained to do thanks to Rotary. So that's what this means to me. So we can be proud of that because of our foundation. So I'm not going to get tearful. Okay, now, I know another thing that's dear to your hearts is polio eradication. So I know Susie probably has these. This is like a plan to plan your World Polio Day, because you know, we have our foundation, but we can't do everything ourselves. What other parts of Rotary do we need to coordinate with to make everything successful, no matter what we do in Rotary? You have the public image people, you have membership, engagement, and attraction. So you have all those areas that have to work together to make any project work. And that's just the same thing with World Polio Day. In our club, we just call it World Polio Month, and we don't necessarily have something on that day. We have something throughout the month. Our Happy Dollars each meeting in October goes toward polio. We do a variety of different things. Our Interact Club is going to do Purple Pinky Project in Pryor. So look it up. I have the planning guide for whoever wants this, like the club leader. A planning guide. It's not too early to start planning polio project, and 2 full pages of ideas. Fundraising ideas. So I'm not leaving you in the lurch, just saying figure it out on your own. I've got it here for you. So that goes to you. Congratulations. But that's a part of our foundation, right? And we do want to have the biggest celebration in the world when polio is officially declared eradicated. I think around the world you'll be able to step outside and hear Rotarians when that is announced. and we could plan the most amazing celebration parties and then start planning what's next. Rotary's already looking at what's next. There have been pilot projects that have been tested already through major grants and the annual one grant, like the malaria project, that has been so successful in Africa. Sorry, I'm keeping track of my, go away. So, someone wanting me. So, plan a project. Ownership. Our ownership of the foundation. What happens when you own something? You have a car. You have a house. What do you have to do?
Take care of it.
You gotta take care of it. You gotta maintain it. Sometimes you have to remodel it. Sometimes you have to do different things. Change that oil in the car. Make sure it's all made. Because if you don't, what happens? It'll fall apart or quit working. You can't do that. So same thing with our foundation. We own it as Rotarians. So what are we going to do? We are going to maintain it. And maintenance happens with supporting, but also coming up with the projects, the grants. Think about getting a global grant or partnering on a global grant. If you are kind of afraid to start a global grant, but are thinking about it, like at an international convention, you met someone that said, well, they're from another country and we have this idea. Would you be interested in partnering with us? That's a seed that's planted. Get with Beth Keck, who is our global grants chair in our district, and she can help lead you through that process. But if you aren't ready for that step yet, but you still want to be a part of a global grant, number one, I will tell you, you already are a part of it if you're a member of this district. Because our district donates some of our DDF funds, which are district designated funds, that come back from that annual fund giving to our district after 3 years of use by the foundation. It comes back, and that's what we use for district grants and for global grants coming out of our district. So I get emails every now and then saying, okay, would you partner? We need $5,000 more to complete this global grant. Would your district be willing to donate some DDF towards that? And so I do the due diligence. I make sure that all the partners in there are certified with Rotary International, that reports are in on time, there's no financial problems or anything like that. And then I can happily say, yes, we would love to partner on that project. But what you can do as a club is go to the Zone website. There's Zone 30 and 31 website. And on your handout, you'll see on the back of it, or the front, this comes from the Zone, this handout that you got at check-in. They have heart-to-heart section on. I think it's on the far right. Drop-down menu is called Heart-to-Heart. And they are partnering with clubs and districts in Mexico, and they're ongoing projects there already. And you can click on each one and read about it and say, hey, we'd like to help with that. A club can do, I would say, do a token amount if you want to directly donate money to it, $100. If you want to do a bigger support of it, you send that to me and say, we like this grant. We would like to do more. We already partner with several heart-to-heart projects, and if you go in there and see it, you can see the partners, and you will see District 6110. That means some of our money, not just mine, but our money, is already supporting that project. But if you want to do a new one and have the district partnering with that, say we'd like to support it at the $2,500 level. Well, I don't want your club to donate that $2,500 directly to that project. I want your club to donate that to the annual fund share, okay? And then our district with DDF funds will put in that $2,500. You see how that works? That donation goes to the annual fund. Half of that comes back to our district in 3 years after it's been used, and the interest from that has been used for Rotary operations. And that builds up what we can give to clubs then for district grants. See that full circle? Pretty cool, huh? And then we have those DDF funds at the district that we're holding that can then be put into that project. And because you instigated that, you will be recognized for that. So it's a win-win situation. So think about that. So don't forget to do upkeep with the foundation. That is yours. and share the news about that. Use your recognition points. In November, those of you that aren't signed up for Rotary Direct, just jump all over it. We'll have a fun campaign again, a catchy thing, you know, we have themes every year. That's a month of Thanksgiving, of course. And then next March, we'll do March Madness again, because that was very successful. We get about 85 new signups each year. Our goal before the end of this Rotary year is to get our total Rotary Direct signups to 500. We're like at 441 now. I think we can do it, and I like to see that goal run out the top, like a little firecracker. Okay? So everyone's with me on that? Are there any questions?
Kathy,
Yes.
for every Rotarian every year, does that mean every Rotarian in the club is on Rotary Direct?
No.
No.
Every Rotarian every year means that every member of your club gives at least $25 in that year to the foundation.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the minimum to be recognized is 25.
Okay.
But we like to see that 100 per capita.
Right.
I mean, your club is doing well, and some of your donors, that helps bring up the per capita. That's an average overall, but that's the number that we use to help qualify clubs, along with the MOU that's signed by the club, the Memorandum of Understanding, and making it through the grant management seminar.
3 times.
Which is good. I'm an educator, so this year I think we did pretty well, and I did that step-by-step guide that so many are using that, because with a video you have to click and pause and go, okay, that's my next step. There with a guide, you don't have to click, it's just right there. Next page, next page. So I try to make it as easy as possible for people to sign up for district grants and then finalize them and then get that check in the mail to your club. So I know that there was going to be something brought up about visioning.
You are also the head of visioning for
I'm
the
kind of
district.
co-chair, but I'm not sure how that's working. We're still straightening that out, but yes, I'm very heavily involved in visioning. When it first came to our district, I was part of that first team, and it does take a team to do visioning. But what it is long-range planning for a club. How many of you love to do long-range planning? Only, yeah, that person she raised it kind of like that. So most people don't like it. It's not fun. So the purpose of the visioning team in our district is to help you through that process, to make it as less painful as possible with the most awesome outcome possible. There's 2 ways to do it. We break it into 2 sections, where the first one is in person and then the follow-up second session is online only. Or we do it in one whole session. It's usually on a Saturday. Takes up to 4 hours. We like a minimum of 12 people to be involved, from brand new members all the way to veteran members and everyone in between, because we need viewpoints from everybody. And what we do is we walk you through, we extract all the ideas from you, your goals, your dreams. We're putting you 3 years out ahead. Where do you want this club to be? What do you want it to look like in 3 years? And we help gather those ideas from you. We organize them. And then we go through a process of narrowing it down and find the top 3 or 4 in each of the different categories. And that becomes your guide for the next 3 years. And we give you some action plan templates to stick those into each step along the way. We don't just leave you in the lurch saying, well, here's your goals, now do it. We give you these guides to help you walk through every little bit of it. And we help you identify that one champion that brings it up all the time, keeps it in front of the club membership and says, okay, where are we in our plan here, this action plan for this topic, or in our long-range plan. So it's a process that's always beneficial to a club, because you don't know where you're going if you don't have a goal, because you'll end up somewhere else. Thank you so much.
Oh, we have a job for you.
Oh, a job. Oh, wait a minute, I'm gonna thank her and give her a
Okay.
gift too.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, I have a new coaster for my desk, because I do stay hydrated when I'm working all the hours at my computer. Thank you so much. This is
Okay.
perfect. I love
Great,
it.
great talk.
Okay, and what's my job? Oh,
Now
I
your
see.
job, yeah, you're going to,
Since I'm a neutral party.
yes.
Yes, but get my number, okay?
Okay, did you hear that?
The pressure's on.
Fair to all concerned.
Fair to all concerned, yes. here. Uh-oh,
Uh-oh, some escaped.
some have
Let's
escaped.
stick them back in there so it doesn't look like they self-chose.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm even mixing further, because I know what
Okay.
this means. It's our club. All right, you want me to read it really loud?
Yeah, the last three, is it the last three?
Yeah.
The last three. So the first number is 3, then 2, 2.
3, 2, 2.
More.
All right. All right. Pick a card, any card. Oh, it's up, the pot's up to 140. Oh.
What did you draw?
5 of diamonds.
Aw.
Thank you, Kathy.
Well, thank you. I'll clear out.
Okay.
My piece is full of things.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
She's trustworthy.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, I just want to remind everybody that there is no noon meeting next week, the day after Labor Day. We're not doing noon meetings kind of around the holidays, especially the week of Christmas and the week of New Year. But we are having the social that night. And if you decide you're bringing somebody or whatever, you can just email and we'll get a number.
Can we bring our dogs?
Oh, now Tom,
Question, not us.
yeah, well,
Well,
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, Tom will ask if we can bring dogs because they are not open on Tuesdays, so I don't know. We'll send out an email next week, just like we do for a reminder. Okay. We're gonna end with the 4-way test.
And I have the transfer forms if anybody needs them.
Okay. Is it the
Truth.
truth?
Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And will it be fun?
Anyone get hurt?
Yeah, you can see getting around, getting all these.
I'm gonna ring the bell.
Thank